picking up another one.
Takes b6.
Wait a minute.
Here I am.
Oh,
I'm the great pawn grubber in the family, but even this one, I had my doubts.
Okay,
Queen
can
e5 check.
Can I go queen e5 and rook c2? What is that?
Yeah.
Well, queen e5 check is on the board, that's for sure.
What is that?
Well, I've got queen d8
And rook d2.
and rook d2.
Yes, that might be what Wesley is trying to do. But even so, where do you put the king first?
Okay, I go h3.
Now rook c2.
So, king h3.
Rook c2.
Rook c2, check,
King h7.
and rook d2.
And now rook d1.
And now rook d1.
I'm trying to
And you
hit
also,
it from
behind, yes.
you also have checks as well with the queen. So I
King
h3
h3,
on the
okay.
board.
Okay, so this is the current position. Levon to play,
Rook
and he plays
c3.
rook c3.
Wait a minute.
Rook
Oh,
c3.
this is getting dangerous. A queen, I would move my queen to f2.
Queen f2.
Queen f2, queen takes c4.
Queen takes
And
e4.
I would lose.
Be careful.
Check to d8 and rook to d3? Isn't that a transposition to the position we
That's
just had?
probably what he has to do. Yes.
Check, king h7, rook to d3.
Whoa.
King
King
G4.
g4.
No, wait.
What is Wesley doing?
No, this cannot be
A
good.
good general leads
And you got
his army into battle. King g4? Well, he's one move away from claiming rook d5. Would claim the game.
Rook c2.
Trying to get in a sneak in a check. Times again. They're down to 30 seconds for the players.
Levon is 30 seconds and Wesley is 34 seconds. And
Queen d8, rook
Kay-
d2, what we anticipated.
Right, a time ago though.
But now that the king is so far away, can I go rook c1, rook c2? How do you defend against that?
rook,
Just rook c1.
Yeah,
rook
that's what I was
c1.
thinking.
So you're threatening a potential rook g1.
Yes.
So you have to block it with rook d1. That's just a
But rook
draw.
d1, rook c2.
Yeah, that would be a draw.
Maybe you have to go rook g2.
Well, that's really seizing the defensive, isn't it?
But if you go rook g2, you also have g.
By the way,
e6,
queen e6 check.
G3, queen
queen
e5.
e5.
Isn't he inviting the king to just kind of come back into
Come back where? If you go king g2, I think what he wants is queen b2.
queen, and you want to go into a queen ending, two
Well,
pawns
I'm-
down? Or
One pawn, because I'm going to take the
you'll
a2
take
pawn.
on a2.
And I think that might be enough since you don't have a passed pawn yet.
Okay, well,
Not going to be an easy defense, even that one. But at least I have my chances.
So you're suggesting king g2. Oh, he went king h3. And the moment we were going to look at king g2, queen b2, he went king h3. There's a queen e6 check, isn't there?
Rook c3.
Rook c3. Now I'm confused. Now I can play king
King what?
g2
Queen f4.
and rook f2
And I pick up the pawn on h4.
on h4.
Yeah.
Well, he's done it.
Might have to do it.
I mean, the pawn on h4 wasn't
It's not that important, right?
Yes.
It might actually even help me
a little
at
bit,
some point
right?
opening up the h file. Maybe I'll have some checks later on.
Yeah, and he's done it. Ooh, Levon instantly said, I don't need no h4 pawn.
That's because he was giving up the a5 pawn. He didn't want to see that.
And he defends the a5 pawn and says, okay, your turn.
That's so difficult. I would
And
play queen d2.
Queen takes d2, h4, and rook g5. Queen d2, Jovi?
No, he's moved
Queen d7?
queen d7.
Hesitatingly. So he wants queen takes h4, queen h3. Let's trade queens on the h file. By the way, if you don't take on h4, queen g4, he's got to, and there goes the queen trade. And what's this rook and pawn ending? Did Levon scramble his way to a potential draw?
It feels very close to it, right?
Right? Very close.
Very close to it. I mean, I'm not saying it's a draw right now.
No.
But it feels
it's
very
still
close to
White's got all of the opportunity.
G5. I mean, the material is so limited that you're going to have to
Okay,
be
but
very
the question
precise
is
with white.
rook and rook. Yes,
Yeah,
Jovi?
I like your idea, but also
Yes.
there's also, I would just want to point out, rook b2, a3, b4 is also another thing.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. I like this A3.
He's going for it.
Rook to D2. This is a big threat.
That's a big threat. Yes.
This is huge.
That's a huge threat right now.
A4
Giving up the pawn.
right away. Now this, I feel, should be winning.
How? I'm not convinced. I'm still not convinced.
Not convinced.
So you take on A4, right?
Right.
No, I'm thinking B4, sorry.
Ah, you want to go B4?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do?
And then go rook b2.
B2, if I can. He took.
Yeah,
Can't
now
blame a
rook to
guy
C4.
for grabbing the pawn.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I think this is very close to a draw right now.
I'm not sure. Suppose I play A3, rook takes rook A2.
But A3, I go rook C3 maybe.
Aha.
By the way,
Okay.
none of this will happen because he played rook D6 and A6.
Now the king comes in. King will come into h5.
Perhaps right now, since they're down their last like 30 seconds, we can watch the bird's eye view.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be fast enough with
I
our
love this still looks winning to me. He's going to play rook check and A7, and then the king's
that
getting
king
to G6.
Yes, yes, he is.
He's getting and also king H6 and rook B7 ensures that you get to the G6 square.
He might get it, guys.
Yep.
He might actually. But what a labored game, right?
Truly.
I mean, this truly went all the way to maybe winning for white out of the opening. Levon fighting his way back into the game, and right now, with clinical precision, seems like Wesley might be converting this one.
Exactly.
Oh,
30 seconds.
30 seconds for Levon, and it's ticking down.
Oh.
Oh, he touched the rook.
He
Gotta
did.
move
He
it.
has to move it.
What's wrong with rook a3?
Well, he's trying to set up some cheapos, but
Hey, get the pawn to A7. Let's go.
absolutely rook check and pawn to A7. Something to be said for king H6? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
Get the pawn to A7.
Pawn to A7 can't be bad. I mean, that's just such a powerful pawn now.
And you know what the problem is, especially with the rook on A4?
What's that?
You will not be able to take the pawn on on E4, excuse me, with the king, because I'm always going to have ideas of rook to B4. Check. So, for example, king G6, king F4, I take on F6, you take on F3, I take on G5, you cannot take on E4.
So is rook f7 an idea, just to stop the king getting
I
to
love
f4
rook
and then
F7.
king g6?
Yeah, I
Rook-
love.
Rook
Oops.
e7.
No, I actually wanted to go for the pawns, king G6. I don't know why he didn't go for that.
Yeah.
Rook E7 check, king F4, E5? Is that his idea?
What?
E5?
What's E5 doing?
I don't know.
E5, F takes E5?
I'm a little curious as to what his idea might be after king
17.
F4.
It might be that,
Seconds.
yes, you might be right.
And the players, after this
Yeah.
game, are going to take a 45-minute
And
break and do it
E5.
all over again. E5.
Okay.
What's happening here, guys?
E6? E6.
E6, king F5. You better be careful not to get checkmated. Don't get checkmated, Yasser.
Don't get checkmated. He's missed it.
By the way, wait a minute.
He
If you
missed-
take on F6, I go king F5.
Right.
And now you go king H6 only, but now my G pawn runs. This is not
Oh.
easy anymore. 58 seconds for
Ooh,
Levon.
And the table base has popped up, and it's telling us
Draw.
Wesley has squandered the win.
He
it's
did.
a draw.
It's a draw.
Oh my word. And squandered the draw and the time advantage too.
He did that with Hikaru as well. Completely winning position, beautiful outplaying process, and right now squanders it with low time on his clock.
Oh
20
my 20
seconds.
seconds. What a turn! What a save. You just have to sometimes tip your hat. And say,
Chapeau to Levon for sure.
right?
Yeah. And now 10 seconds for Wesley.
Well, now you start to think, okay, I should be making the draw, and well,
Right, be careful not to lose this.
Be careful not
I
to
think
lose
he'll
it.
go
Indeed.
king f8.
He might have to at this point, but 6 seconds. Rook
King
b7.
Okay.
Okay, so he
And
does
actually,
have
only
a
one
check.
way to draw, and that's actually by pushing the g pawn. Of course, Levon does this.
Which
Levon plays.
Yeah. And now rook b1 is his idea,
I am
obviously.
assuming rook
5,
b1.
4,
3, 2, and
oh, calmly done.
2 seconds on the clock.
okay, this is basically an invitation to make a draw. Yeah,
Right,
King,
rook
to
takes
b1,
and
I
king
take on
f4.
a7.
Yep.
Yeah, rook takes and king f4, and then you get ready to sacrifice your rook.
Yeah, you
and-
can take on f7 if you want and go king f4. This is over.
Well, at the opening of the show, we said thrills and spills. And we're not being disappointed with this one.
Rook takes
You know
pawn.
who's
It ha-
disappointed? Wesley is disappointed with this one. I
True.
can guarantee you that.
Rook, he promoted to a rook, by the way, not to, yeah.
And
Yeah.
king against king. What
Wow. Sometimes, wow, what a save. I loved your move, rook f7, Jovi. I just thought that the one thing you don't want to see in this position